Notice your moments till you're near. Watching through the glass, the view unclear. Paddles drift across the empty space. Fragments of a time I can't replace. Hidden in gaze, reflecting what remains. Asking if you'll go or break the chains. Hidden in gaze, reflecting what remains. Wondering if you'll stay against the grain.
I thought I'd come here to look at the stars. That was the job. My first night on Mount Graham inside the Vatican's observatory, they call the instrument Luci now, but you can still see the older letters engraved beneath the brass. Lucifer. Lightbringer, Sister Beatrice said as she handed me the keys. The light may be too much for some. Be blessed, dear. I laughed nervously. She didn't.
No heaters on the plates.
And if a track descends from zenith, you did not see it.
I came here thinking I'd spend my nights tracking galaxies, distant nebulae, faint lights scattered across unimaginable distances. That's what the Vatican Observatory claimed this place was for. Luci, the light bringer, an infrared eye that could pierce the darkness of the cosmos. But the first night, I noticed something. The readouts didn't look like stars. They fell vertically, straight down from the zenith. And they didn't drift across the sky like natural bodies should. Worse, they carried no thermal signatures, no heat, no physics, just sudden points of light descending and vanishing through the chapel window below. I should have reported it, but curiosity is a disease and I was already infected.
Classified meteors?
Classified souls.
The dome smelled of incense and hot dust. The machine hummed, its lenses glinting like eyes. I loaded the first glass plate, set the exposure, and waited. When the shutter clacked, I felt it in my chest. In the darkroom under the red glow, I slid the plate into the developer tray. At first, it was fog, silver gray shapes, then lines sharpened into something familiar. Me. At my old university office, the glow of my monitor on my face, graphs open, my hand forging data I knew didn't exist. I stumbled, dropped the plate, watched it shatter in the sink. The shards still showed my face, distorted, guilty.
Count backwards if you want to forget.
I'm a fraud.
This report is amazing. How did you come up with this data?
9, 6, 3.
The Lightbringer does not reveal the heavens, Dr. Moreau. It brings your darkness into light.
I realized then, the observatory was never about astronomy. The design betrayed it. The telescope was positioned to capture zenith ingress, not galaxies millions of light years away, but whatever descended straight down. Luci's sensors weren't tuned for thermal radiation, but for something else entirely. Something intangible. Light, yes, but not photons. The light of consciousness, the residue of souls. That's why the confessional was bolted into the dome. It wasn't for priests. It was for observers. The booth didn't take penance. It collected it. When it whispered to me, "Count backwards if you want to forget." I knew it wasn't asking for prayers. It was syncing me with the machine. I looked back at the ledger. Every name of every observer before me was recorded, but the notes beside them weren't measurements of galaxies. They were pasted photographs, exposures like mine, each one another person's private damnation. This was never a telescope. It was a mirror disguised as one. A camera built not to see the stars, but to trap souls in emulsion. When I understood, the machine's hum changed. It no longer sounded like gears or cooling fans. It sounded like breathing. Slow, steady, patient. Not the breath of the universe, the breath of something watching me.
It flows much deeper than the surface tells, beyond what anyone could ever quell. The void between two souls in gravity, too wide to cross, too close to set you free. Is it beyond words?